Hello guys, TKG here for your comfortable LostArk life. Today, I'd like to cover the recent changes in the KL region. Recently, I've mostly covered updates and news centered around streaming information and the newly added Ark Grid through various videos. Because of this, I haven't been able to share news about some of the other notable updates that have taken place so far. So in this video, I'd like to briefly go over the noteworthy updates and minor fixes that have happened in the LostArk over the past few weeks. First, on September 10th, there was a speedrun event. These events began after the end of the last act first challenge. As its name suggests, the speedrun or after ranking events is similar to the first challenge, where parties that cleared the raid first receive special rankings. As I showed in the previous videos, information about the raid success, that is, rankings, is provided for each class. This lets you see clear times by class. Of course, just like with the first challenge, rewards are also given based on rankings brackets. In addition, class emblem decorations, as well as titles, are awarded. On the 17th, as many of you already know, there was an update related to character body types. The martial artist and mage classes had rather odd postures and body proportions. As previously announced in the roadmaps, these issues have been fixed and updated. The overly exaggerated postures of the martial artist class has been adjusted to look more natural, and the mage class's rather long neck has been corrected so that the body proportion now look appropriate. Additionally, a new customization option with one new hairstyle each has been added to allow for more unique styling. Of course, there was a previous balance patch as well. The main issue was that it specifically targeted Ark Grid related balance adjustments. Since only a handful of top-tier players have managed to complete a perfect Ark Grid setup, it is still difficult to make an accurate and fair assessment of the overall experience and environments. We'll need more time to see how things really play out. However, one thing is clear, it seems like the Ark Grid was released without proper testings. The structural changes, fixes, and specific number adjustments have been all over the place, and since they weren't based on solid data, it just raises more questions. This is especially odd because the Ark Grid balance patch happened not long after Ark Grid was first introduced. In a way, it feels like these updates and adjustments weren't made based on concrete data, but rather on feedback from a few players sharing in the community things like, I tried this in the training room and it worked really well. Because of this, there's still some uncertainty about how future balance changes and updates will be handled. On September 24th, the Paradise contents, well known among global players, was finally released in Korea. Paradise has received quite positive feedback internationally, and it is proving to be popular in Korea as well. Of course, since the release timing differs from the global versions, the Korean launch comes with upgraded rewards. While the progression for the Paradise contents in Korea is the same, the rewards now include more recent additions. For example, Ark Grid gems are now part of the loot tables. Most other system and reward structures remain nearly identical, so I won't go into further detail on those points. In addition, a new collectible content called Illusion Stone has been added. The official name is 누구만의 환영석, and it is a new feature that can be unlocked through a new adventure quest. The user interface is quite similar to the music box, and the collection method is also alike. You will travel around different regions, gather clues, and use those clues to complete the collectibles, just like with the music box. Also, like other collectibles, step-by-step rewards are provided. The rewards include cards, stronghold decoration, gold, Ark Grid gems boxes, and more. Surprisingly, there is no Ark passive alignment point potions included. New skins, decorations, and themes have also been added to the Stronghold and shop. The official name of the new skin set is Squad, which has a style similar to the Machinist. Of course, mounts and pet matching the theme have also been released. Additionally, a new Stronghold skin has been added. These are more like casual outfits, and there are 10 different types available. The new Stronghold skin can be purchased and used by exchanging at the cookie shop, just like other Stronghold skins. A new Stronghold theme have also been introduced. In fact, by the time this video is uploaded, it will be right after Korea's major holiday, Chuseok. Anyway, these Korean-inspired themes can now be used as a Stronghold mood and themes. Of course, a special exchange events has started to coincide with the holiday seasons. Just like in previous events, you can obtain exchange coins by enjoying daily and weekly contents in LostArk, and then use them in the separate events user interface to trade for various rewards. These events began on 24th and will continue until November. So if you are playing the game in Korea, make sure not to miss out on the limited time relic engraving book being offered during this period. And as previously announced in earlier streams, the cost limit for lower tiers Ark Grid core has been increased. The Epic and Legendary Grid cores, for example, have each seen their limits raised by the following amounts. Of course, even with these increases, it still requires a significant investment to fully utilize them. So, still, that hasn't changed. Additionally, a new cube entry system that allows for triple rewards has been added. Simply put, by using 3 cube tickets at once, you can earn 3 times the usual cube rewards. However, please note that this triple effect does not apply to lucky or character experience. Also, this triple reward system works on per character basis. If you use a triple entry option through matchmaking, only the character you play with will receive the triple rewards, which means your party members may get different rewards. In short, only the character that uses the triple entry options will be granted triple rewards. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone, and always, thanks for your big support. Hope this video was still a help for your LostArk journey. And of course, if you like my videos, hit the sub for more upcoming infos. I'll come back with more useful infos in the next video.